Looking at our beautiful cancers, how are you? It's lovely to connect with you again. If you're returning to our channel, it's lovely to see you. If you're new, you're so very welcome. My name is Linda, and we are doing the November general reading for all Cancerians. And while I'm doing this, while I go through, I will often refer to myself as a Cancerian by saying we, I, our, whatever. So it gives the impression I'm a Cancer, but it's really all about the fact that I'm channeling. And so whatever I channel, I also feel is a message for me at the same time. So this is for all our Cancerians for November 2024. We are asking Spirit now to open the reading with a message of what is it that we, all Cancerians, need to let go of right now in November. What is it that we need to let go of, release from our life? What is it that we need to release, let go? That popped out twice in the green. Okay, that's it. So, how long do you want to go on suffering? When are we willing to give it up? When is enough, Cancer? Oh, that's a heavy theme question for the Spirit, isn't it? So how long do we want to tolerate this? The part of us that wants to cling to negative emotions is not good for us. It is the part of us that is unhealthy. It is that path which is that the path which we want to identify ourselves with, and we say, no, we don't. I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get another. That particular one is a heavy card, but I know some of you cancers, you've been going through a lot and you have been suffering. But we want you to let go in a loving way. We want you to let go in a loving way. We are not acknowledging that some of you have been going through difficult times, really, really difficult. But there are difficult times for all of us. And it's how we let go, it's how we relinquish them that is important. Though available to all of us, the state of peace is reached by very few people. The inner experience of most people is marked by constant stress. The main stress for the majority of us is not due to external stimuli, but to the pressure of our own suppressed emotions, Cancer. Most people who learn and practice letting go notice a progressive improvement in physical health and vitality. Cancers, you are being told big time you must let it go. You must not allow this stress that you'll be going through to hold you back in any way at all. And so, Cancer, this is from Spirit. This is saying to you, please let go of all that negative stuff. Let go. I'm asking now for the reading to be opened. I'd like Spirit to open this reading for Cancer. This is the general reading for our Cancers. Thank you very much. So this is the opening of the reading. And we are being given justice. Fair and just decision has taken place. Do what you know is right, Cancer, but please stand up for your beliefs. All right. What else would Spirit like to add to this message now? Thank you. What else would you like to add, please? This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything else, please? Is there anything else? Thank you. Is that it? Is there one more? Is that it? Is there no more? Is there no more? Oh, there might have been one more, but I'm wrong. Okay, that's okay. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a little look as see what is it. So we're going to go to the very first card here that's come through. Okay, it's obvious. Some of you have, we at this stage, because the Justice card came out first, and the Nine of Swords came out next to it. I know that I'm being told that this is something you have been going through. Okay, and we are talking now about the beginning of November. I'm being given the word breakthrough, and I'm being given the word reconciliation. Reconciliation. That's the two words I'm being given. I'll go forward a minute. And, when we look at the Nine of Swords and we look at the devil, that also says Cancer, that we are feeling entrapped in some way. Some of us are feeling entrapped when it comes to our decisions and when it comes to which way to go. We're a little bit uncertain as well. We want to make the right choices, but we're sort of questioning ourselves a little bit here. We're sort of questioning ourselves on should I, which way should I go here? That's what I feel, because we have the death card, which of course it's the end of all the bad stuff and all the good stuff coming in. So we underneath the Justice card, we now have the Nine of Pentacles, a fair and just decision. And so some cancers have been going through something legal, obviously, and there's been a settlement of some kind. There's been some form of settlement, or maybe it's going to be a settlement in November, or you're still trying to negotiate on this settlement. And maybe somebody's making it very difficult for you at this time. That's very, very positive. We have the Tower. And we have underneath the Tower, we have the Death card. Now, these two cards are bringing in very positive change, Cancer. These are two very positive outcomes when it comes to November. I want to go through this with you. The Tower. When it comes to our lives, we are often put in a situation where we have to make change. We get to a stage where it's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't put up with this anymore. I can't tolerate this anymore. I can't live in this entrapment. I can't live in this environment. It's doing me harm. And it's been a nightmare, Now, suddenly what happens is we say, that's it. That's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And what do? We make positive change. We make very, very positive change. And when we get the Hierophant next to the Tower, and the Hierophant sitting under the Devil, what does this say? What does that say? It's telling you, Cancer, that you've gotten over this. You've raised above or you're about to raise above the situation that you've been going through. This is about you showing discipline. This is about you having the courage to make change. This is about you having the courage to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you. This is about you realizing that, you're not entrapped. You're not entrapped, Cancer. You can make these changes. You could have been felt entrapped. You could have been entrapped, but that's no longer the situation. Now is the time. The Tower is saying now is the time to change that situation that you've been tolerating maybe for too long. What's that going to bring? It's going to bring it's going to bring you satisfaction, peace, and contentment. You're going to be very pleased with yourself when you take these steps. You're going to be very pleased with yourself too when you're in a position too where certain things have taken the fair and just decision has been ruled, and now you can move on, you can move forward. And when we get the Five of Pentacles, we look at these two people, what this is saying that this is no longer the situation. There are five pentacles in there. There are five pentacles. And the pentacles are sitting in a beautiful glass stained window. The other tower that's in the corner of it. This is no longer Cancer. This is something that you're now moving on from. You're moving on from those difficulties. You've been going through a lot of financial difficulty. You've been going through a lot of expenses. You've been going through a lot of trauma when it comes around your finances and career or relationship or whatever. But now you're moving away from that. Now you're moving away because we've got beginnings now. We've got finally at last, these difficult times gone. Are they walking towards this card of negative stuff coming to an end and new beginnings. The death card is one of the best cards in the deck. They're moving towards that. They're heading towards it. And they've got the money at the side of them there. And as they move forward, the money's going to be there, still going to be there as they move forward. And the tower is sitting above the death card. So the death card is sitting below the tower, which is the next week after that or the next week after that. So this is very positive, very, very positive. Even though you've been going through some stuff here, my goodness me, some of you Cancerians, I can see it hasn't been easy. I can see it hasn't been easy. Here we have the Two of Wands. After all of this, we now have the Two of Wands as our new beginning. This is starting something new. This is beginning to build again. This is to build our life again. If you're coming out of a situation, any form of situation where you've really been through the roller, been on a roller coaster ride, when it comes to financial difficulty, emotional difficulty, mental difficulty. If you've been going through anything like that with your health or relationships or negotiations, when we get to the third week of November, we have the start of a whole new journey, bringing peace into your life, bringing balance back into your life, especially around your finances and your life in general, and putting things together for future and growth in business and life, everything. So we can't look away from some of the stuff we've got on the table. We can't ignore some of this stuff because it looks pretty tumultuous when you've got the devil, you've got the tower, you've got the death, but but you've got the balance. You've got the justice card that means that a just and fair decision. If it hasn't already happened, it's about to happen. It's going to happen. And that then leads to change, to you making some very positive change. Look, maybe the outcome of this justice card, maybe the outcome wasn't quite as you'd hoped. Maybe things didn't go quite as you had hoped, but I still see underneath the justice card and the decision, I see a lot of satisfaction here. A lot of satisfaction. So if some of you are looking for a settlement of some kind or whatever, I feel that there's a happy outcome. The battle is just about over. Let's hope so, because I feel some of you have been going through quite a bit of stuff. And maybe we're looking at, my guide is saying it's just about near the end of the tunnel. So you're just about through it, Cancers, which is a good thing. Okay. So before I go into this one here, my guide is also saying, Cancer, that our mental health is very important, and it's now time for you to take yourself to a place where you feel at peace, a place, like for example, it could be your water side, could be the beach, could be anything like that. Take yourself to a place of peace and quiet, because it will help you to recover from the traumas that some of you have been going through. Okay. So is there another message here, please? I'd just like to ask if there is another message from you for Cancer. Thank you. It's for Cancer. Okay, thank you very much. So what have they given us? Okay, well, there is a repeat of some of the stuff you've been going through. So it looks to me, Cancer, as if all of this trauma, all of this stuff, it's coming to a closure. It's coming to an end at last. It's coming to an end at last. You've obviously been through it. Some of you have been going through a difficult time, but it's just about ended. If not now, today, it's on its way. So it's definitely, we're talking about November here. So okay, we can see what you've been through. We can see what you're going through, but now we've got the Prince of Wands, which is Knight, which is movement. Now you're moving forward. You're moving away from this. You're moving away from this trauma. You're moving away from the anxiety, from the stress and strife that you have been going through. You're now on a new journey. You're on the journey, a new start. A new start. So Cancer, we're asking you to be positive, be strong, be positive. Very important that you recover emotionally from what you've been going through, because you've been going through a lot of mental health, not mental health, you've been going through a lot of um, emotional stuff. You've been going through a lot of emotional stuff. We can't ignore what's sitting here on the table. And even though there's a lot of cancers out there, you'll find that because of the planets where they've been sitting, where the planets sit in your chart, that a lot of the other cancers are going through similarities. You'll find that very often. I know that when I talk to people, if I know they're the same star sign as me, they tell me what's been going on. I think, wow, I'm going through that too. So the planets are quite interesting in how they work with astrology and also with the readings that come out each month. I love this Prince of Wands. I love it because of all the greenery. So what the greenery is all about healing, Cancer. This is about healing. And he's charging, he's not charging, he's moving, he's taking action. And in the background we have these temples, this beautiful, beautiful place that he's heading towards. So this is healing and going towards a better life in general. That's what this is all about. So it is a beautiful message. So much greenery. He's got a cape of greenery. He's got a hat of greenery. There's some red in his boots and his hat, which is confidence, stepping forward, taking the steps, and being confident in what you take, the steps that you take. So know that November. I feel November is going to be a time where there's a lot of healing going to take place, a lot of very positive change. And my guide is saying that the swords are sitting behind this photo, aren't they? The swords are behind her. The swords are behind. So all they have to do is step off the bed, walk out the door, and the swords are no longer with them. So again, this is just let go of all that stuff, all that stuff that has made it very, very difficult. It's made it very, very difficult for you. I want to ask, please, Spirit, if we could get a divine guidance message before we go to the numbers. So I'd like to give some divine guidance to our beautiful Cancerians. I'd like to ask, please, for some guidance for our beautiful Cancers. what is it that we'd like to say to our beautiful cancers for November? Some guidance, please, some divine guidance, please, on what is it you'd like to say to our beautiful cancer? We thank you for your guidance. I'll give it one more and just throw it out. I'll have to accept that one. That flew out before. Just got a feeling there's something else that they want to say. Get this feeling there's something else. Okay, I'm going to cut. Okay, thank you. I just had a feeling, so this will give it to me. And do you worry about what others think? It's great to be considerate of other people, but as long as you know you have acted with love and positive intention of Cancer, that's all that matters. Don't judge yourself, just accept your goodness. Are you a loyal person? Being of service to others is a generous virtue as long as you treat yourself in the same way. True loyalty is being devoted to your own heart before another. This is putting yourself first. This is what you need to do, Cancer. You need to be loyal to you. You know, you need to do what's right for you. You need to be who you are. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to honour yourself. You need to do that. True loyalty is being devoted to your own heart before another. And that's not being selfish. That's looking after yourself emotionally and physically as well. Emotionally and physical. They're two very beautiful, thank you, two very beautiful messages from our spirit guides, divine guidance and spirit. And so now we always finish off our reading with a number. And the number stick, usually confirms everything we've talked about. And that's why I like it. It's a very good deck. It's very slippery. I asked Spirit to please throw one out, otherwise I could drop the whole lot. This is done. Thank you so much. So what they've given us is the fives. Oh, what a beautiful message. Look what she's given us. She's given us 5555. And this is all about renewal. This is about renewal for your Cancer. Your life is entering a phase of expansion and renewal, and it will bring to greater alignment on your journey. Shed the shackles that have held you back. If you feel the urge to make a change, trust that it is a sign from the universe guiding you towards the path meant for you. Oh, what a beautiful message. I felt there was another. Yep, they were stuck together. Look at this. I felt this other clarity. 6666. It is time to quieten the inner chatter and speak stillness within. This is about your mindset. What truly matters will emerge as you stay grounded. Trust that the answers you seek are within you and will reveal themselves in their own time. Only then will you be able to see your path with greater insight and clarity. This is about not rushing in. This is about not rushing in. This is also about not being, but this is also about trusting your intuition. It's reaching up to the angel there. So that's what I need. I want to give you these numbers. I want to read you 5 because 5 is very powerful. 5 is that this number relates to change, transformation, and transmutation, and alchemy, becoming the magician. Something in your life is changing and about to change for the better, Cancer. So all of this stuff, Cancer, it's all going to change. It's all going to change. When we come to number 6, the number 6 relates to earthly materials such as possessions, planetary issues, and concrete tangibilities. Be careful to balance thought. Be careful to balance thoughts or worries about the material with a focus and faith in the spiritual. Okay. It relates to earthly materials such as possessions, our homes, our furniture, all that. planetary issues, and concrete tangibles. Be careful to balance thoughts or worries about the material with a focus and faith in the spiritual. So we don't rely too much on let's not rely too much on our materialistic things, but more on our spiritual path, find the answers there. When it comes to 55, it's saying, buckle your seatbelt as you're going through or about to go through a major positive life change. Cancer, it's time to let go of that which no longer is working and allow it to be healed or replaced with something better. When we go to 66, keep your thoughts focused heavenward during this time. And avoid excessive worry or obsession with materialism. So there's a big message here about what is it that's more important? Is it our health? Because our health is very important, isn't it? So we must put our health before materialistic things. 555 is this. Major changes and significant transformations are here for you. Cancer, you have an opportunity to break out of the chrysalis and uncover the amazing life you truly deserve. Big opportunities for big growth ahead for you. And when we come to 666, what it is saying to us is this. It's time to focus on spiritual to balance and heal your life. It's time to focus on spirit to balance and heal your life, Cancer. Tell heaven about any fears you have concerning material supply. Tell heaven about any fears you have concerning material supply. Be open to receiving help and love, both from humans and the angels. So this is about getting guidance. This is about getting advice and guidance. The Hierophant. It's the Hierophant. So some of you may need to go and talk to somebody who's very experienced in their field to get guidance in your life. It's very important. So there's an extra message for you, Cancer, for November. I hope this has resonated with you. I know that some of you have been through it quite a bit. I could see it in your reading. It's been a bit difficult for you, and I'm sorry you've had to go through that. But what I love is the fact that I see a whole new journey ahead for you, Cancer. I see you coming out of that deep dark place, and I see, the sun shining on you and everything going really, really well in the future. And all of that's going to start happening in November, which is wonderful, because that's going to be before Christmas, isn't it? Take care of yourself, look after yourself. If you would like to like this video, if you'd like to share this video, we would be so grateful. If you'd like to receive other works that we do during the month, giving out guidance in various ways, then please subscribe. We love to have you as part of our family of believers, and you'll get notifications the minute our videos go out. So why not do that? It does help us, and we appreciate it very much. So take care, Cancer. Look after yourself and heal yourself. Go near water, have a swim, walk on the beach, do everything that you need at the water side. And healing is definitely on the way. Take care. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.